Now, how often do you smoke marijuana these days?
I smoke probably every other hour. I don't really count, I just really be smoking. Like, if really smoke a lot, like I probably run through like 2 or 3 5-packs of backwoods a day. But when I'm by myself, I don't know, I probably, yeah, every other hour, but you know, when you with people, you'll run through a zip like nothing. Like, that's not really nothing. When you with 4 or 5 people, we just smoking, putting 3 grams in the backwood, the zip gone.
Just marijuana?
Yeah, just marijuana. I used to drink and sip, but I don't really sip no more because it's just like, it was a bad habit. I started growing a belly. Like, I was sitting in the crib, my man crib, me and him used to sip a lot, like chilling. His mom came in one day, was like, yo, y'all, you know what y'all look like? Like, y'all look like junkies. Like, y'all really look like y'all on heroin. Like, we was not, you know, you nod off, you fall asleep for 2, 3 hours, miss a day, it don't even matter because you sipping, but at the end of the day, like, that shit not right, man. But I do not miss not getting a cold. I miss that shit like a bitch.
What do you mean?
Oh, when you sip lean, you don't really get no cold, nothing like that. You don't really get sick.
Because you're already on cough syrup.
Exactly. So you don't really get sick or nothing like that.
But people do have health issues. So in a sense, you may not get a cold, but you can get sick because...
liver failure, all other stuff like that. And it's masking everything. It's not curing it, it's masking. So it's masking all your sickness, and you'll never know until you stop and you're trying to recover. You're like, what the fuck? My body is not right.
What health issues, I mean, besides the belly, did you experience any health issues from the sipping?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. God damn, I had to go to the doctor one time. I honestly, like, when I stopped, that's when the health issues came. Like, when I stopped drinking it, like, you start feeling it. Like, I guess I was too hooked on it. I don't know, like, the sweats, you know what I mean, the throwing up, like, it just really fuck with your body when you quit. That's why I advise people, like, just go ahead and do the kick it. Just kick it for 2 weeks. It's gonna be hard as a bitch, but shit, roll up. That's why I smoke so much. People don't understand. They be like, why you roll up so much? Because I'm so used to being dead off the lean. I'm just trying not to go back to that, you know what I mean, or pop pills.
Weight is a health issue. Did you have dental issues too?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anybody who know me will tell you that, like, that boy spent some money on my teeth. I still got to spend money. Like, I spent like 5 bands. That shit wasn't even nothing. Like, they looking at me like, oh, you know you got to still do all these. Like, I'm like, shit, porcelain, all that shit is bread. If y'all don't know, like, porcelain is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to get every tooth. I got like 2 or 3 porcelain teeth in my mouth.
Because the sipping ate away at it?
Yes, like, plus I have fronts too. That's why I don't wear fronts no more. Fronts ain't no good for you. Like, nigga like me, you know, I thought they was real fronts, like permanents. I was eating, smoking, drinking, everything in my shits. I even fell asleep, ate pussy in the shits, eat ass, and then you do nasty shit in your fronts and you not thinking until I took them off and I look at my back teeth compared to how my front teeth look, and I'm like, shit, this shit put a damper on my whole mouth. Like, just the fronts, the lean, the smoking, the drinking, like, it aged your teeth bad.
How serious of a sipper were you?
I mean, like,
back in those
don't
days?
even eat breakfast. Like, skinny with a big stomach. That's how lean do you. You'll be skinny, same size I am right now, but just I have a stomach.
Do you think it's the actual cough syrup that causes that, or is it the soda when it's poured in to the soda and the sugar and stuff like that cause the big belly? Or is it a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both. I'm pretty sure it's probably the soda, but it might be the medicine too, bloating you up, you know what I mean? But it's a combination of both. It's really fucked up. Like, it fucks your body up.
Did you get so serious with the sipping that you drank it straight from the bottle? Like, you didn't even mix it with the soda? Was it ever that deep?
I did it for IG one time. Like, if you go on my IG right now, you can see I poured out a whole bottle of lean in the sink the day Fredo died. Cause it was, I still had it, like, you know, like, just in case I dip back, shit like $300 for a bottle. You know how it go, like, shit expensive as fuck. I pulled the whole shit out for IG, like, niggas was calling me like, boy, you tripping, hey, why you ain't tell me I would've bought it from you? Like, nah, we off that, nigga, we just gonna smoke loud. We not sipping no more lean, that shit's whack.
Now, Fredo passed away maybe from sipping complications. Is that why you decided to kick the habit then and there?
I actually kicked it before Fredo, but I was just watching, like, everybody. It was anybody you know who sip lean, and when they stop, they be going through seizures and all. Once I seen that, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta kick this shit for this shit get me, like, before it got me too much. Like, you see, like, that man, it got him to where he couldn't stop sipping it. Like, he stopped sipping it and it hurt him, you know what I mean? It killed that man for stop sipping lean because he was so addicted.
Speaking of Fredo, he died from a fatal seizure. He suffered liver and kidney failure months prior, stemming from his lean usage.
Mm-hmm. He tried to stop. That's what I'm saying. He had the first seizure. He tried to stop, and he just like his body wasn't agreeing with it. Like, nah, you gotta keep sipping, boy. You can't just cold turkey me and that shit. Rest in peace, Fredo, man. That shit's sad.
Ever had a chance to meet him?
Nah, what's crazy is because I've been on stage with Chief and them before, everybody, and he just wasn't there, you know what I mean? And it kind of made me mad when he passed because it's like, damn, I ain't even get to meet dog, like, and the rest of the Glow, you know, them niggas is Glow, them niggas, them my guys.
Now, when you talk about the body wasn't agreeing with it and that sort of thing, when you had mentioned earlier in the segment about the sweats and this, that, and the third, those were the withdrawal symptoms you were speaking of.
Yes.
It took about 2 weeks for you to get off?
Yeah.
Get it out of your
maybe
system?
longer than that, but I just remember, like, the first 2 weeks was hard as a bitch. Like, I wanted to damn near die. Like, I felt like a dope fiend. Like, I ain't know what to do with myself. I ain't want to speak to nobody. I ain't want to go outside. Like, people probably didn't even know I was going through that because I wasn't posting or nothing like that. I was just like, yo, I got to kick this shit. This shit ain't no good. Like,
people, I'm sure, watching this have thought about quitting and may not have been pushed to the edge to quit yet. Was it just the comment from, the person that said, hey, you guys look like junkies, or was that what actually kicked the habit for you? What was it that actually, okay, I'm taking it serious, I'm really quitting? Because people think about it. Maybe people have attempted but didn't go all the way through with it. What, one, is the actual reason? And two, why did you take it so serious to make sure you did quit off of it?
I mean, honestly, her saying that, my man mom saying that, Queasy mom saying, like, coming in there and saying that was just like the eye opener. Like, but just like, this what really made me quit. Like, I tried to quit and I couldn't. That's what made me want to quit. Like, oh shit, this shit got me like that. Like, I can't even, for 1 or 2 days, like, if somebody else pulled up, I'm looking at that bitch sweating, like, damn, I want that cup. Pass me that cup. Like, that's what really made me like, oh shit, I'm a junkie for real. Like, then when you see that, you step out of yourself and you see that, like, damn, I can't even quit. And then her voice ringing in your head, like, damn, you really is a junkie. Like, no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Like, you need that cup. That's all that's all I want to do is sip. Sip and smoke, make money, sip and smoke. Like, that shit just opened my eyes. Like, damn, I can't quit this shit. It really had me, like, a hold on me.
Now, you did this all by yourself? Did you have a support system trying to make sure that you actually got off of this?
Because I really ain't tell nobody. Like, like, I just did it. Like, I didn't tell nobody. It was only my one homie, my homie Meek. You know what I mean? He really with whatever I do. Whatever I tell him, like, yo, he be like, bro, do that shit. Like, I could tell him, yo, I'm about to jump off a bridge. He be like, bro, do that shit. IG gonna go crazy. Like, he one of them, like, he not no yes man, but he just like my nigga. Like, he believe in me 100%, but he was one of the niggas like, yeah, bro, like, I don't even know why you started sipping. Like, he was one of the main niggas, like. So, he was, like, just helping me, you know what I mean? Like, I had to drink a lot of fucking water, like, a lot of water. He helped me out a lot with that shit. I can't even lie, like. He helped me get back to myself, period, because I ain't even want to, like, do nothing after that shit no more. Like, it kind of ruined you as, like, your whole mentality. It kind of kill your personality because you so used to being a certain way. You got to find yourself again. So he kind of helped me find myself, too. Shout out my nigga Meek, man. Love you, boy.
You did have a belly. You lost the belly?
Yeah. Because I don't eat meat no more.
How much weight do you think you lost just that you had gained from the actual sipping, though?
I want to say like a good 15, 20 pounds, but all in one area. Like when I lost it, people was looking at me like, oh, you looking good. Like your shirt start fitting different. You know what I mean? It's just everybody like, oh, you working out? Like, nah, I'm just not sipping no more and eating good. Like,
back in the day when you were sipping, how often was it that you were pouring up?
honestly, like, we was pouring up probably, because, you know, a cup could last, because you keep pouring soda and then we keep pouring Sprite and then I pour ginger ale in mine, but, like, we pour up, probably had, like, 2 cups a day, not too much. But the thing is, when we couldn't find no syrup, we was putting perks, we was sipping perks in our soda, like, that's what's real big, like, where I'm from, Virginia. Like, we put perks in our soda. Like, if we can't find no lean. Lean expensive as fuck, know what I mean? Nobody want to spend $500 for no fucking bottle. So, a perk 20, you crush it up, put it in the bottom of your soda. That should have had you life. Living your best life off a perk.
What was sipping doing for you back then?
It relaxed your mind, because, you know, like, this life that... the life that we live, like, your mind race so much, like, it just be so much going on around you, you just want to slow it down and not think about so much. That's why a lot of people pop pills, a lot of people sip drink, a lot of people smoke weed, because life is a lot. It's a lot sometimes, and sometimes we don't know how to deal with certain things, so we drink, we smoke, you know what I mean? We pop pills, like, that's just how we cope with our society, you know what I mean?
Don't you think, though, you would maybe be more efficient if you weren't on it, facing, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, was it just numbing what you were going through? Or do you think maybe if you weren't under the influence, you would be more efficient in the sense that you would knock out whatever problems came in your way, and maybe you were on your game, so to speak, so you could be making more money?
Yeah, some people would say that, but then again, like, you know, some people would go into a problem without smoking, or me, I could figure it out regardless, but some people would go into a problem without smoking and can't figure it out. Like, sometimes the drug is a booster for people. Definitely Adderall, because, you know, some people just pop Adderall and they're the most focused person you ever seen in your life. You be like, damn, bro, how you get all this done today? Like, I really had somebody say that to me. I had to ask my bro, like, he edited videos. I was like, how you get all this shit done today? You edited like 2 or 3 videos. Like, you on your shit today? He like, nigga, I popped the Adderall. Like, okay. It fucked me up, but it was just like, okay, like, but you could be more efficient, but not everybody. Everybody's not more efficient, because some people need that little extra, just like taking a shot. Before, when you get nervous, you take a shot, you like, I could do whatever. Drugs does that for a lot of people. Some people, it might put them in a hole, but drugs give a lot of people bravery and able to figure out certain things in their mind they can't figure out sober, because their mind's so clouded.
Do you remember your first sip?
Yeah, I definitely remember my first sip.
How old were you? Where were you at? What would, like, paint that picture?
I was 16. And this is the thing. I went and bought some lean from my big homie, you know what I mean? And the reason why I really got it, because, you know, everybody was bragging. You know, Wayne was really going crazy with the lean. And around my way, they was drinking Robitussin, like, just downing the whole thing of Robitussin. They're getting them right. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, So, you know, I thought I was big flex. I went and got some lean from my big homie. Went copped it, spent all that bread, bring it back to the homies. We sipped, passed out half an hour for like 5 hours. It was like, that was the start.
Was it influence? Was it peer pressure? Was it curiosity?
It was curiosity mixed with influence. Can't nobody say they don't sip lean because of Wayne or Pimp. Like, those are two influences that made you sip it like that. Like, who made it cool. Like, 3 6, of course, had it in a bottle and they sipped it. But Wayne made it cool, like.
Now, were you addicted after that first sip? Was it that fast of an addiction, or did it grow into an addiction?
I think it grew into an addiction. Because I think at first I was just sipping it to show off. You know, you like to draw in your cup. You pour up, girls around. They like, oh, let me taste it. Oh, it tastes so sweet. You put Jolly Ranchers in the gummy bears. Like, it was just more of a fad, I think, at first. And then it, like, really kicked in, like, oh, I'm a lean sipper. Like, it's over with.
I've seen on social media some rappers do some strange things with syrup. I saw 21 Savage putting it on his waffles. I seen Young Thug putting it on some ice cream.
And in his Ivy. I seen Thug put it in his Ivy before.
And I've heard from another interview I did with another rapper, they poured it in a bottle of Ace of Spades before.
Wasted that whole bottle of Ace. You fucked that Ace up. Why you do that to the Ace? You know the Ace costs too much to be pouring lean in it.
What was the strangest thing maybe you've done, if it wasn't any of these things?
I mean, we don't really do nothing like crazy like that. Like, the most thing like we do like is everybody like come together and make a big 2-liter. You know what I mean? Everybody come together, put their lean in it. Somebody might throw a Xan in there. Perk. That's the craziest thing I probably ever sipped a Xan. Like, mix the Xan in with the perk, with the lean. Like, that was one of the most, like, craziest things. Like, you say whatever comes to your mind. That's why I don't really fuck with Xans like that, because you say whatever comes in your mind, you don't have no filter, then you can't remember the night. That shit is fucked up. Like, that's some hangover shit. You can't remember last night. I woke up, lost my phone that night. I remember that. Lost my phone that night.
You remember that you don't remember.
Yeah, like, you know how you wake up and it's just like, it's really like a movie. Like, pieces come back like, oh, I was there. Oh, I was there, but you don't remember how you got there, what you did when you was there. You just remember you were there.
You never thought that combination at that moment could kill somebody? Like, perk, Xan, lean. What else was that? What was part of it? It was smoke? I don't know if you're probably smoking.
Smoke, soda in there. You know, like...
You didn't think, I'm taking a chance if I do this concoction right here.
I definitely didn't. That's not even something that crossed my mind. We were just
like, I might not wake up.
See, and that's crazy because I didn't even think about that. Like, you just living in the moments. Half of the time, you know, a lot of us don't think. I wasn't thinking around that time. That's why I take the time. That's why I'm grateful for my son, because he helped me, like, think a lot. Made me, like, sit down, like, let me think this through. This shit is not good for me. Like, that's why when people see me in a club, people trying to pass me boot, Molly and shit, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you know I'm not on that shit. You don't even see me sipping no more. All you see me do is gas up. I really even drink Henny no more like that.
Did your parents ever catch you sipping? I mean, you did this starting at 16.
Yeah. I mean, that's the last thing my mom was worried about, sipping. Because, like I said, I mean, it ain't no, like, you could tell I get money. Like, my mama knew when I was bringing home clothes and shit. She like, where you getting these clothes from? Where you getting these sneakers from? Like, she's not even worried about the lean. She worried about where the fuck I'm getting these sneakers from, where I'm getting these clothes from. You know what I mean? How I'm getting this money. She not even worried about, like, no lean or no me smoking weed. Like, my mom probably not even putting the pressure about the weed. She don't care about nothing like that. That she know it's a million other things you could be out here doing. As long as it don't affect. I feel like any drug, it's not, I feel like, that's just my opinion. I feel like no drugs There's nothing wrong with any drug as long as you could go about your day normally. When you start to let it control your day to where, oh, I gotta do this, I can't go to work, or oh, I gotta do this, I can't go and get no money, then you're addicted and it's a problem with drugs. But to me, it's no problem with drugs. If you wanna sniff coke, sniff coke. But go to work, make sure you go and get that bag, make sure you still professional when you do it. If you wanna smoke weed, smoke weed. Just be professional in everything you do if you gonna want, because it already sets you at a different level than everybody else who doesn't do it. They're gonna look at you unprofessional already. So if you do that, you gotta be extra professional in the business world.
How many years would you say you were a lean sipper for? You started at 16.
Probably like a good 8.
8 years sipping.
Maybe 10 for real. I'm 28 now. I probably stopped 2 years ago. So probably a good 10 years of sipping. Like, probably some years wasn't as hard as others, but yeah, like 10 years of sipping, that shit is fucking terrible looking at it now.
You were rapping back then, yes?
Nah. I was really more hustling. Like, I just really wanted, I used to think rappers was whack. Until I became a rapper, so you gotta change your perspective. But I always thought rappers was whack for the simple fact that people lie to you. And then when you lie to people and you convince people to do things that you would never do, I think that shit is so fake to me. Like, for you to rap that and then influence a young little boy, like, cause he might live that life and you might give him that fuel to that fire, like, but you would never do that. So why would you even put that flame on that little boy, put that battery in them little kids' back to go and shoot somebody, which you would never shoot nobody? That's dumb to me. That's why I hate rappers who be lying and capping all the time, because that shit, you're influencing the kids. And if you're not going to do that, don't influence them to do that. That's dumb. That's dumb in my part. That's like that's the dumbest shit I ever heard, man. You influencing kids to do dumb shit that you would never do, that you're scared to do. So why would you put them in the way?
Now, you took it upon yourself to quit. Did anyone in those 8 to 10 years try to get you to quit, whether it was like a significant other or whether it was another friend of yours? Did they ever say, hey man, you're doing too much of it. We need to chill out?
Nah, don't. Because where I'm from, VA, we got to let this know. Nobody cares about nobody out there. Like, it's just a wormhole. It's just crabs in a bucket. Like, that's just how it is out there. So you can't really take it as no way. But don't nobody really want to give you good advice, because they don't want to see you doing better than them. They probably like, oh, he on the lean. Well, I'm going to keep him on that. Because they still want to make their money. The lean man still need his money. He don't want me to stop. I'm probably his best customer, loyal customer. You know what I mean? He don't want me to stop. So at the end of the day, like, don't nobody want to help you out.
Well, you never know. You might have a significant other that, you're too high. Or, this is killing you. Or maybe even a female saying, you know what, your belly's too big. I know it was your mom's friend that told you that, but maybe a significant other, like, yo, we need to get rid of this. This ain't cool.
You know why they don't say nothing? Because when you got the money, they don't care about none of that shit. They just care like, oh, you got money, we could eat out every night, we could go and get clothes when we want, get sneakers when we want. They don't care about that shit. They just care about the money. Half of the time now, my girl I'm with now, she really cares. Like, that's why I'm pescatarian now. That's why I eat a certain way. Like, she really makes sure, like, she don't even like me smoking weed, but she gonna have to deal with that because, like, I just smoke weed. I'm a weed connoisseur.
We did talk about Fredo Santana. He passed away from what stemmed from, lean usage. Mm-hmm. People will attribute the deaths of DJ Screw or Pimp C. There's a debate. Some people say it's related. Some people say it's not. Yeah. Do you personally know anybody, though, that died from the effects of sipping?
Nah. I don't know nobody who died from the lean. I know somebody who died from like popping too many pills. And I think they might have been sipping lean. Like they popped too many Xans. Matter of fact, I think they was. I don't want to say his name because people will get in their feelings, but a lot of people say he committed suicide, but I don't think that. I just think he was popping too many pills with the lean for real. You know what I mean? Like, he was a good guy, too. Like, that's what they always say, the good guys go first. But, like, yeah, and that's what, that opened my eyes, too. Like, damn, bro, he was sipping how I was sipping. You know what I mean? Like, it be like, damn, I'm happy I quit. Like, happy he ain't get me before I got out. Like, because it's crazy. Like, I know he popped Xans like that, but, like, that's just sad, man.
You were sipping for 8 to 10 years. Have you ever thought about how much you probably spent on your personal use of syrup in those 8 to 10 years?
Hell no, I don't want to think about it. Just like I don't want to think about how much money I spend in weed, how much money I spend on buying backwoods, or I try not to think about stuff like that. But as long as there's money coming in and I can spend it, I'm still always smoke weed. But I never think about the money you spend. You're not supposed to think about money you spend. You're supposed to just earn. Think about the money you earn and try to find more ways to earn. That way you'll never have to worry about spending.
Now, whatever that amount was,
crazy amount,
was it worth it for the time you were sipping?
Yes, it was definitely worth it. It definitely was.
Why?
Because I never overdosed. I paid the top dollar for the top shit. I never had, like, any problems, you know what I mean?
I mean, you did have health problems.
Yeah, health problems, but, you know, some people running a fake lean and, like, really have problems, like an overdose, people running a fake Xans. What was the old boy name? Lil Peep, see? He popped 5. I actually watched the live. That's what fucked me up, because I watched the live. And it's like how you said nobody around him told him stop. Why didn't nobody tell him stop? That's just life or the society we live in. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, they just let that man pop 7 Xannies like that, and then watch him fall asleep and ain't nobody call 911. They just like, oh, he fell asleep. That man could have still been living if somebody would have called the cops. You know what I mean? So to say that, it's just like people don't really care about your situation. If you hooked on drugs, you hooked on drugs. They only matter when it messes up their money. Yeah.
But it was still worth it.
Yeah, I think so. I think it taught me a lesson on life. Because I feel like anything in life, if you don't learn the lesson early and you learn it late, it kind of bites you in the ass. So I just got that addiction bug out of me early, like the party bug, the have fun, like I got it out of me, like. So now I'm just back, like, being me. 'Cause I was kind of lost for a little while, like. And then it helped me a lot too, because I lost a lot of homies, like, a lot, like my big homie, my roommate, like, I was only 17, 18, my first apartment, like, my roommate got shot in the head, like. That shit fucked me up. So, you know, I'm just sipping, smoking more, throw me in a spiral. Then, like, a year later, both of 2, 3 of my homies get 20 plus years. So I'm just like, everybody's around me just going. I'm still floating. I'm still here. Like, even now, like, before I came here, the feds was just in town. They scooped somebody I know. Like, I just got to be like, oh, man, like, shit just going. That's why I try to rap. And I'm trying to change my life around, because there's so much shit going on around me. And I'm still here. Like, it got to be a reason why I'm still here. There's no reason why I should not be doing something with myself.
After you quit, you did pick up, you were already smoking marijuana. But do you feel like it led to any other habits? Because you quit one habit, does it form another? Is it habit forming for something else?
Yeah, I started drinking. That's when I started drinking Hennessy. Like you couldn't catch me without a bottle of Hennessy every day. Like, that was, like, Hennessy before, like, it became, like, a craze, like, where everybody had to have it. Like, I was on Hennessy in backwoods. They'll tell you that, like, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I was drinking Hennessy, smoking backwoods. So like when it came in, everybody was like, damn, bro, everybody doing what you doing, like. So it wasn't really nothing new to me. It's just I don't even drink Henny like that no more because I like to be more focused, man, and I don't like to be everywhere. So I rarely drink.